Well, welcome everyone. It's 11 o'clock and welcome to the Exposure Biz Special Delivery Live broadcast, where every week starting today, this is my inaugural broadcast, every Monday at 11 o'clock I'll be sharing with you about a very special system that helps you build relationships, helps you start relationships with a system called Send Out Cards. So every week I'll be doing this broadcast to help you share this opportunity and the system with people that you know, for me to educate you about what the value of Send Out Cards is for those people that can use this with just about everyone. So now that you're on the broadcast, please let me know that who you are, where you're from, and if you're a guest or a distributor, that would be great. There's a text box down below the video. Just go ahead and type in who you are, where you're from, if you're a distributor or a guest. I welcome all of you to be here. Thank you very much. So it's great to have you here, and I'll be doing these broadcasts every week, like I said, where I'll be explaining about the value of the Send Out Card system and even how you monetize it. So if you're looking for an additional business opportunity or an extra income stream to what you're doing now, this is the place to learn all about that. So let me introduce myself. My name is Bruce Waterman, and the name of my company is called Exposure Biz. And many of my clients call me a digital Swiss Army knife for marketing your business. And I offer many different ways to help you do that. But the number one tool in my Swiss Army knife is the system called Send Out Cards. Because Send Out Cards is so special and unique in the way you communicate, market, and promote, I really love the system and how this can help individuals and businesses to help them communicate, market, and promote and build those relationships. I have been with Send Out Cards since 2009 and have been using it in my traditional business. But just a few months ago, I've noticed that they made some enhancements, some changes for the better, and that's why I decided to make Send Out Cards my business, for me to share this system and this way to communicate with the people that matter to you most, whether they're personal people, business associates, customers, clients, prospects. This system is the best way to start and build those relationships. So I want to welcome Glenn to the broadcast, and he is a distributor from Glenborn, Pennsylvania. So this is a global broadcast where I can reach everyone all over the globe and help you present and understand how this system can work. So welcome, Glenn. I appreciate you being here. So I invite you, Glenn, to invite your guests and invite your team to this broadcast where I do the heavy lifting and presenting Send Out Cards. So like I said, I am a relationship marketing strategist with Send Out Cards. I'm a newly appointed manager in the group, in the company. And I'm looking to build this business and share this system with everyone, which is why I'm doing this broadcast. So let's start from the beginning. Although I mentioned that Send Out Cards is not only a great system to help you keep in touch with those people that matter to you most, it's also a way for you to create a residual income. And in future broadcasts, I'll be explaining how that's done. But today, I'm going to start at the beginning and share with you what Send Out Cards is all about. Well, Send Out Cards is an online marketing system for business that sends real greeting cards in the mail and gifts to start and maintain relationships, keeping you in touch with everyone that matters to you most, whether those are clients, prospects, family members, friends. This is the best way to keep in touch with those people, because a lot of businesses are promoting themselves with marketing pieces, with advertising that basically tries to make contact with people to turn them into customers. Well, I found that using the system, that appreciation will win out over self-promotion every time. And as I explain the system to you, you'll see how that holds true. So also, when you get a Send Out Cards account with the ability to send these greeting cards and gifts, you also get many different things as well. And the next thing is, I want to point out that you get a customer contact database management system, or a contact manager, where you put in all of your clients, your prospects, your family, your friends, all those people that you want to communicate with, into a database or Customer Management Relationship System, or CRM. Most businesses usually pay extra just to have this one functionality, and they pay a lot of money every month to just have that one function. But this is included in send-out cards when you get an account, and I'm telling you, not only do you have the ability to send greeting cards and gifts and have all the features in the system, but just to have this database customer management system included at the price that they offer of at least $39 a month is crazy. So I'll explain more about that later on. But also you get an unlimited picture storage system. So you know all those photographs that reside in your mobile phones and your digital cameras, and they're all over the place? Well, you can upload those photographs into send-out cards, into your account, and have them all in one place so that you can manage your photographs, put them in folders and albums so that you can know where to find them and share them wherever you are. But also those images can be a part of your greeting card design. So it's a very, very cool way to manage and keep all of your photographs all in one place. And the additional benefit of send-out cards is that it's a way to create a residual income when you share this platform with others. So that's the other flip side of the coin of send-out cards. So send-out cards compresses the inefficiency of sending a greeting card and gift, right? Because you go to the store, you have to go through up and down the aisle in the store to try to find just the right greeting card that relays your message, that looks the way you want, and usually it's very hard to find. And you compromise in finding a card that sort of says what you want to say and how it looks the way you want it to look, and then you spend $3 to $5 for that card, and then you take it home, and then you write in a personal message on the card. Then you address the card, the envelope on the card, and you have to schlep it to the post office, buy postage, and mail it. Well, that's pretty inefficient. And send-out cards is getting rid of that inefficiency, and I'll explain how and why in a minute. But send-out cards, just like companies like Amazon, they changed the way you buy books, where you no longer have to go to a bookstore to buy a book. So instead you can buy a book online and read it on your tablet or your computer. And iTunes changed the way you buy music. No longer, and I'm from the generation where I used to run to the record store and buy the latest LP or album, you know, that big black disc that you put on a record player, and that turned into CDs. And no longer are we doing that. We're going to iTunes and we're downloading our music and listening to it on our mobile devices, right? Also, Netflix is changing the way we consume video. We consume TV shows and movies. Rather than going to the, remember going to the video store and renting a tape, renting a movie at the store, and you had some pimply-faced kid behind the counter, and you'd rent that video for a few dollars. But then you'd have to be on their schedule to bring that back to the store, and then they don't even want to see you anymore because they made you put it in the slot. So did they really care about you in renting that video? No, they didn't. But they also charged you extra should you not rewind that tape to the beginning, right? Remember that? Well, Netflix is changing the way we watch movies and TV shows by streaming down on our smart TVs and our mobile devices. So send-out cards, again, is changing the way we send a greeting card and a gift from the way we typically did in the past. So, you know, there are many different reasons and opportunities to send a greeting card throughout the year. For most people, there's up to 70 opportunities to send a gift, whether it's for a birthday, a holiday, a nice to meet you, a thank you, a congratulations on the graduation, or for a promotion. There's tons of reasons why we need to send more cards to those people that we want to keep connected to show appreciation and just let them know we're thinking about them. But why don't we do that? Well, there's three major reasons. One is it's inconvenient. Like I said, you don't want to schlep to the store, find a card down the aisle, and pick a card that you really don't like and overpay for it, take it home, and go through that whole process. We really don't have the time to do that. Also, we forget. we forget those important birthdays and anniversaries and all those important dates that we need to reach out to people and remember those occasions. So therefore, we forget to send a card until after it's passed. We say, oh, darn, I should have sent that card out, right? The other reason, like I said, is $3 to $5 for a card that you really don't even like. So it gets pretty expensive. So these are the reasons why we don't send more cards, but send out cards solves all of these problems. So it's all about relationships. You know, if you're in a business, we're all in businesses of some kind. We're insurance agents, we're realtors, we're car mechanics. We all have businesses that we need to maintain our relationships with our customers, clients, and the people that we meet, right? But there's a cycle in business that you all need to understand in growing your business. So I'm going to explain the cycle of relationship marketing. Businesses are spending a lot of time, money, and resources trying to make contact with new people to fill in the bucket, you know, to bring in as many new people and new eyeballs and new opportunities so that we can market to them. And we do that by, you know, in the form of advertising. You know, we go offline, we go to networking events, we go to Chamber of Commerce meetings, we go to networking referral groups like BNI, The Tip, and Team Network. We go to service organizations like Lions Club and Rotary. And we do all of these things to try and make new contacts to bring attention to what we're doing. Then online, we're trying to fill that bucket with various ways online, with social media, your YouTube content with video, your blog posts, your websites, and you're trying to attract as many people as you can with these methodologies, right? So you're constantly spending a lot of time and energy trying to keep that bucket full and keep pouring those new contacts into your sphere so that you can, you know, market to them and turn them into what we call a prospect. So once you meet someone and you make a new contact with someone new, you need to qualify them and see if they are an actual prospect for you and your business. Do they have an interest in your product or service? Can they afford your product and service? Are they the right person to make a decision to buy your product and service? So with these follow-up sequences, once you make contact with someone, you can call them up on the phone, you can connect with them on social media, you can have a cup of coffee with them and meet them face-to-face and make an appointment with them. You can text them on their phone, but I find the most effective way is to send them a greeting card and even a gift to show appreciation for the opportunity to connect with you. So in this process, you will start to determine whether this person is the right prospect for you. So with further engagement, using the follow-up sequences, and you know it takes several touch points and several opportunities to follow up with people to see if you can turn a prospect into a paying client so they become a customer of yours. If you're successful in doing that over time, because it takes time to build a relationship so they know, like, and trust you and like your product and service enough to be able to pay for it, therefore becoming a customer or a client, then this is where most businesses and business people drop the ball, where they take those clients for granted and no longer engage with them. And it's a big mistake, because what happens is if they forget about them and the business does not show appreciation for the business with some kind of follow-up or touch point, mainly through a greeting card, then the client has what's called a perceived indifference, that they don't care about them. You know, for every 30 days that you don't have contact or any kind of connection with a client or prospect, you lose 10% of your influence. So if a customer does not, can everyone see and hear me okay? I just want to make sure. Can you type in, Glenn, that you can see and hear me all right? So as I was saying, I'm sorry. Oh, very good. Thank you, Glenn. So as I was saying, for every 30 days that you do not have a contact with a customer or client, you lose 10% of your influence. So if several months go by, you lose more and more influence with that person. Well, then guess what? The next person that comes along that makes contact with them, that makes them into a prospect, that they can actually take them away and therefore cause holes in your bucket and have your customers and clients leave you going somewhere else with someone who is engaging with them. So it's important to keep in touch and keep engaged with your customers to let them know that you care. And the greeting card is probably the best way and least expensive way to do that. You know, it costs more money to get a new client than it does to maintain them. So for $1.66, including postage, send them a greeting card using send-out cards, and that way they will know that you care. Now, in doing that, because you're doing something that most other people aren't doing and most other businesses are not doing, that's going to turn your client into a raving fan of your business because they love what you're doing, because they know that you're showing that you care about them. So what happens is that client becomes a raving fan of your business and turns into a referral partner. Excuse me a second. Okay. And they turn into a referral partner. And therefore, when they refer you, because they refer you to their family and friends because they think you're so awesome because you keep in touch with them, that's not you. Thank you, Casey. So that means that they refer you and they bring you more contacts, and then the cycle continues. So this is the process of what a business should be doing to create new customers and maintain them so that you keep that bucket full. And there's lots of opportunities to build, to keep in touch with these people in case once they're a client and you don't know why you should keep in touch with them. Well, you can thank them for their business. You can acknowledge their birthday and anniversaries. You can recognize their achievements. Just show gratitude for them because you care about you being part of your business. Lots of ways to keep in touch with them. So, like I said, a lot of businesses are spending thousands of dollars in advertising and printing flyers and distributing flyers like this. You've probably seen things like this on your front doorstep or stuffed in your door or in your mailbox, right? And they're spending thousands of dollars for customer acquisition, trying to entice you to come in to their business so they can become a customer. Well, if they're successful in doing that, do they have a system in place to keep in touch with them, to show that they care for about their customers, that they are doing business with them? Do they build a relationship with them and have a follow-up system to keep them engaged so that they can bring in their family and friends and refer that business for further engagement and further and repeat business? And I would say probably not. So send-out cards has a way for a business to keep in touch automatically over time by sending what we call a card campaign, where you can very easily set up a series of cards over time, scheduling those cards out to go out automatically, and the business owner and the business has touch points automatically with those clients, giving them a personal greeting card with their name on it, with a personal message showing them appreciation for their business, and a reason for them to come back and refer them. And isn't it worth about $10 a year per customer for them not to go somewhere else? I would say absolutely, especially when the business spent so much money and time in getting that customer in the first place. This is a very low cost for customer retention and keeping those customers engaged with you so they don't wind up somewhere else. So send-out cards saves a business time, it saves them money, and because it's generating repeat business and referrals, it actually makes a business more money. So I'm going to go back to the slide for a second and talk about this pizza restaurant for a second, and this could be any restaurant or any business. So there's a card campaign that 5 cards a year goes out, 1 card every quarter, and another card goes out on their birthday, right? Well, it's costing the business less than $10 a year for this campaign to go out. If a customer comes back 5 times a year to that business, spending anywhere from $30 to $50 and more, depending on how many people they bring with them for a repeat business and a repeat opportunity to come back to that business, isn't it a return on their investment for the less than $10 they spent on keeping engaged with that customer? So every time they come back to that restaurant, they're going to buy a pizza, they're going to buy some beer, they're going to buy extra menu items, and when they bring their family and friends with them, that generates more income every time they come back. So if they spend $20, $30, $40 every time they come back, add it up 5 times a year is a lot more than the $10 they initially spent to keep them engaged. So who can benefit from send-out cards? Well, just about any business. If you're a realtor, it's really, really big because you're in a relationship business where you need to keep in touch with those people to get listings, to get referrals. Restaurants, like I just explained how restaurants can use this. If you're already in a home-based business, this is a great way to show appreciation for those customers buying product from you, and also keep in touch with your distributors in your organization to recognize them for their rank advancements, to keep them engaged, to motivate them, to send them information and updates on your business. It's really, really effective tool to do that. And I have many different home-based business people in home-based businesses doing this, using send-out cards to grow their businesses. If you're in auto sales, you take a picture with a client who is looking for a new car, and they buy that car, take a picture with them, send them a card with their picture on it. I guarantee you will get referrals because they get something in the mail after that purchase that they go, wow, this is something I've never received before, and they will become a raving fan of that salesman and refer them. Insurance professionals, fitness clubs. Fitness clubs have a high rate of people leaving them, attrition. And you know, people join fitness clubs, they go a couple of times, and then they don't go back for whatever reason. Well, if a fitness club keeps engaged with them, enticing them to keep coming back and giving them a reason, and let them know that they're in the fitness club's mind, there's more likelihood of them coming back. Travel agents. I mean, there's not one person on the planet that's in business that cannot use this system. So if you want to learn more about send-out cards, I invite you to go to this website, awesomegreetingcardsystem.com. There's some videos on all about the product, what it costs, and all the benefits of using the system, or you can just contact me and we can have a discussion. Now, if you are a distributor on this broadcast and you have a guest, or if you're a guest that brought you to this broadcast other than myself, I really, really implore you to go back to that person and have a discussion with them and find out how you can incorporate send-out cards in your business, and maybe even look at send-out cards as a business to create a residual income stream in addition to what you're already making. So I really thank you all for being here. I want to let you know that over time I will be explaining how we make money in send-out cards. I'll be explaining more about all the different things that we have to help you deliver greeting cards and gifts, including with your mobile phone and your mobile device. We're going to have special guests on the broadcast as co-hosts. I know I have a lot of distributors all over that would like to share their story on this broadcast of why send-out cards has been a great asset for them, both in terms of building their businesses as well as how they're growing their income with send-out cards. We might even have some of the key people in send-out cards from corporate, like Vanessa Hunter, Steve Schultz, Casey Eberhardt, and Jordan Adler. We might have them on the broadcast, and they can share their story with you on how send-out cards can help change your life. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you every week, next week included, and join me every week so that we can share this opportunity, share this awesome platform with everybody you know, so that we can change and create a revolution of kindness throughout the world. So I really want to thank you all very much for coming. Before I sign off, I want to ask if you have any questions or comments. Please type them in, and I'll be glad to answer whatever I can. But hopefully you'll be able to come back every week, and we can get more engaged. Shar, great seeing you, Shar. Glenn, Casey, thank you for being here. And again, I really thank you all and appreciate you all. We'll see you again next week. Thanks again, everyone. Have a great day.